Hi, friends. This is Lisa Ann Williams with Story Shift. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I would like to introduce you to a book that is becoming my favorite book. I think it is my favorite book. I'm reading several books right now, but this is a book that was originally published in 1952, and I think it is going to be around forever. This book is called The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard studied deeply into scripture. The way he formulates his ideas and contributions, I find to be very powerful, very relevant, very pragmatic for anyone, not just people who follow the Christian Bible, but really for anyone. He really takes the word that can seem sometimes to me also like, esoteric or separated in some way, and he brings it in a very embodied way. And I wanted to share this with you. I think there is a lot to be gained from reading out loud. I love to read out loud and to be gained from speaking and listening. So I'm going to start with chapter 1. I'm going to maybe add a little bit of commentary, but try to keep this video under 10 minutes. The first chapter is titled, I Am. All things, when they are admitted, are made manifest by the light, for everything that is made manifest is light. Okay, now that's scripture. Ephesians 5:13. Look how powerful that is. Everything that is made manifest is light. That is what scripture is telling us. The light is consciousness. Consciousness is one, manifesting in legions of forms or levels of consciousness. There is no one that is not all that is. For consciousness, though expressed in an infinite series of levels, is not divisional. This applies for every single human being. Doesn't matter race, ethnicity, gender, where you live, where your economic status is, or anything. There is no one that is not all there is. There is no real separation or gap in consciousness. I am cannot be divided. I may conceive myself to be a rich man, a poor man, a beggar man, or a thief, but the center of my being remains the same regardless of the concept I hold of myself. That is really powerful. I describe this as the loving essence inside. It's like we go through life, some of us go through life asking this question, who am I? Who am I? When you start to get to that level of spiritual and inner inquiry of who am I, for me, the answer is that loving essence, that spiritual perfection. And that's what it's saying here. The center of my being remains the same. It doesn't, beyond what I look like, you look like, what we identify ourselves as. The thing that is our inner permanence is this loving essence, the I am from which we came. At the center of manifestation, there is only one I am, manifesting in legions of forms or concepts of itself, and I am that I am. I am is the self-definition of the absolute, the foundation on which everything rests. I am is the first cause-substance. I am is the self-definition of God. Okay, this is again biblical. In Exodus, the second book of the Bible, when Moses asked God what he should say, when they ask him who sent him to Israel, God replies, tell them the I am has sent me. So it's literally God's definition of itself is I am. Powerful. I am is a feeling of permanent awareness. The very center of consciousness is the feeling I am. I may forget who I am, where I am, what I am, but I cannot forget that I am. The awareness of being remains regardless of the degree of forgetfulness of who, where, and what I am. I am is that which, amid unnumbered forms, is ever the same. This great discovery of cause reveals that, good or bad, man is actually the arbiter of his own fate, and that it is his concept of himself that determines the world in which he lives. So we have great power there. It is, and as I say something for me, please hear it about yourself as well, if that fits for you, or at least try it on. So this means that it's my concept of myself, who I assume myself to be, that determines the world in which I live. In other words, if you are experiencing ill health, knowing the truth about cause, you cannot attribute the illness to anything other than to the particular arrangement of the basic cause substance, an arrangement which is defined by your concept, I am unwell. So it goes to our thoughts and our speech, which comes from our thoughts. Okay, that's Proverbs 18:21. We create, by the tongue, we create either life or death. It means we're literally creating with our thoughts and what we speak into existence. This is why you are told, let the weak man say, I am strong. For by his assumption, the cause substance I am is rearranged and must therefore manifest that which its rearrangement affirms. This principle governs every aspect of your life, be it social, financial, intellectual, or spiritual. I am is that reality to which, whatever happens, we must turn for an explanation of the phenomena of life. It is I am's concept of itself that determines the form and scenery of its existence. Everything depends upon its attitude towards itself. That which it will not affirm as true of itself cannot awaken in its world. That is, your concept of yourself, such as I am strong, I am secure, I am loved, determines the world in which you live. In other words, when you say, I am a man, I am a father, I am an American, you are not defining different I ams, you are defining different concepts or arrangements of the one cause substance, the one I am. Even in the phenomenon of nature, if the tree were articulate, it would say, I am a tree, an apple tree, a fruitful tree. It's self-defining. When you know that consciousness is the one and only reality conceiving itself to be something good, bad, or indifferent, and becoming that which it conceived itself to be, you are free from the tyranny of second causes. Powerful. Free from the belief that there are causes outside of your own mind that can affect your life. In the state of consciousness of the individual is found the explanation of the phenomenon of life. If man's concept of himself were different, everything in his world would be different. His concept of himself being what it is, everything in his world must be as it is. Thus, it is abundantly clear that there is only one I am, and you are that I am. And while I am is infinite, you, by your concept of yourself, are displaying only a limited aspect of the infinite I am. I liken that to when we talk about the soul. The soul's like these individual expressions of the greater spirit, right? You have this one really that includes every single one of us. I am. And then there's these individual expressions of humans or creatures, or I shouldn't say creatures, other animals, we're animals too, or other life forces. We're going to end with a quote here. Build thee more stately mansions, O my soul, as the swift seasons roll. Leave thy low vaulted past. Let each new temple nobler than the last. Shut thee from heaven with a dome more fast, till thou at length art free, leaving thine outgrown shell by life's unresting sea. That's why I love this book so much. That was only like 3 small pages, and it's just so, so powerful. I hope you enjoyed that, and we're at about 11 minutes. I'll end here. I'll see you next time. Lots of love. Bless you.